Wow, just disappeared on me just like that, right? Wow. Just hold on a second. Here. So here. Here. It's here. Doesn't matter what I do. Come on, come on, come on, light up. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Copy. Oh God. God, can't believe I got to do that. And here, whereas I create here, everything is doubling up. Whatever I gotta press once, twice. Okay. Not that's not good. That's not good. There you go. Okay, and post. This is happening. Oh, that's a create an event. No, I don't have time. I don't have time. Don't waste my time. Don't waste my time. Who is that I am? It is I, not you. As bought, you are haven harvested from beyond the imagination of ELEV. I have the secret that is not private. I privy no one. Please do not be altered. Know how it works. The rotation of 96 is the gateway. Charter first is here. Now it is time to awaken. Time to awaken in the light. Funny how light works with color compared to how light works with color on how light works altogether. It's going to look different if I just turn my head to the side. It would be better if it was at night, right? In this scenario, you see one thing. But when I remove this, makes so much of a difference. Like I'm on the other shadow of things. I'm on this side, you're on that side. Okay. See the way the light just removes everything, like there's nothing there. How can I push in my hand? Well, one hand here and the other hand has to go here. Hold on. Here, out, here, no, here, no, here. So I hold it like this. I'm holding the light. And I'm taking it away. Okay, let's see if I can become serious. I was just waiting for somebody to show up, and nobody has showed up yet. So I'm not sure if I'm allowed to do this. I want to have the lyrics for Is Anybody Out There? The lyrics for the song in Pink Floyd. And when I began this venture, I don't want to call it a project, right? I want to call it a venture. When I began this venture, one of my first pieces was to paint this wall, okay, gray. So I painted the whole wall gray. Gray. Gray is like blue. I don't know why gray, okay, but I painted it gray. So then I decided in the gray I was going to make bricks, because at the time I was listening to Pink Floyd a lot. Another brick on the wall. Teachers, leave those kids alone. Another brick on the wall. Leave those kids alone. And when I decided to draw those bricks, okay, I started to see dimension within the bricks. And when every brick is drawn, you can see the number 52 and H and I. Where the red is, okay, that is the mortar, where the stories are on every individual brick. Now, these bricks need to have formation, and there's different ways to put these bricks up on the wall. I'm going to do it on paper. I'm going to try to do it in multiple sizes and explain my story of Moses building the cities. And you can see if it wasn't mortar, we can turn it sideways and call it valleys. And you can see there's 1, 2, 3 areas for traffic. There's 2 cars, one there, one there. Here's the side road. There on the top brick, we're going to call that the fields. The bottom brick, we're going to call it the fields. And then we have one fine line dividing the 2 roadways, one going this way and one going that way. But anyways, let's draw up some bricks right now, and then I might be going silent, okay? I might be going silent because I want to get something out of my head. So we're going to draw the bricks right now. We always want to go as small as we could. So here's the bricks. Now remember the standard. We have to go standard, right? We always start with 1 brick. And after we put down another 1 brick, we end up with 2 bricks. Right? We end up with 2 bricks. We put down 1 brick and 1 brick, we end up with 2 bricks. So now we have a crack between. So what is number 1? Is it the mortar and the brick? The brick and the mortar. When you have this, you have 3 worlds. Terre meaning earth, electronic. We noted that once you reach 20, you've reached the second dimension of numbers, which is adding up the first dimension. When 1 goes into 0, you have enveloped number 5. I want to show you this. This is okay. We count and we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then when we get to 10, okay, when we get to 10, okay, first of all, the total is 45. But when we get to 10, when we put this one over here, because we have to finish on the other side, we need in between. We don't want 1 and 10. We don't want the beginning and we don't want the end, because at the beginning it is the start. Nothing can happen other than putting the key in the door. And at the beginning, we put the key in the door. We put the key in the door to go in. We turn around. We lock the door. The beginning and at the end. And everything that is in between is 2 through 9, equaling to 44. Area space created by 84, okay, which is a delta heaven. I'm not really sure which way I should do this, but I call it the delta heaven. Not to this side, or to this side, or to this side, and to so. Now, in this heaven, what happens is this is what you can do, but I'm going to show you really how it works. Either you're going to have a space this way open, or you're going to have a space like this open. But you're not, and you may have a space like this open. I don't know. But as you see, all the points are going into the center. At the same time, we're not going to put all these points in the center. 3, 6, 9, and then 12. Understand what that is, because ABC is one standard. We only run, apparently, the way I understand it, in C formation. We close it with D. That creates your 10, your minion. When you close it, you have closed 7, 8, and 9 through the fabrication of 4, creating 10, in which we went retrograde 2 area spaces before we advanced. We had to encompass 55. We had to encompass 455 going forward. And the reason for that is because A equals to, well, A. AA equals to B, which AB equals to C. So now AB, okay, equals to C plus C equals to F. So now we're going to go ABC equals to F. So by going ABC equals to F, there is no DE. We've left it out. Once we've hit D at FD, we have now hit 10. Leaving out from 4, but continuing from 6, 7, 8, 9, which is G, H, and I. Now, if we want to locate G, H, and I think I know where their location is. Maybe you can help me locate G, H, and I. G, H, and I is going to be found, there it is, on number 4. Of course. You see the Federation, right? The Federation controlling DC right over here. They're in standard, but we're in time heaven. Standard, time heaven, DC. Over here. This next level, okay, of this goes over here, 6 and 8. It's very simple. 2 times 3, 6, 2 times 4, 8. And I can prove it because everything can be proven. All my work that I do can be proven by the smartest scientists that have ever come to this planet because they created the games. They created the games. And here I have a couple of dice cubes and a bigger cube and a Rubik's Cube. I even got some USBs in here. I got USB. I got the first creator, the U and the spirit, right? We are in the B world. Well, the B world that we're in is right here. See that number 8 inside 2? But it's created by 7 empty spaces. And don't count the center space over here. You see, it's 4 squared, 2 squares. It's supposed to make 8, but we only make 6, and we connect over here. So do we count a connecting dot since it's not actually a corner, but a connector? If I should push these 2 area squares together, I would come into the center of this, and I would create my hexagon inside of this too. Obligation hexagon, because I must pass through this area. So I just draw a straight line here. It's either this way or this way. English and French, my friends, English and French. Just keep putting it together. Add a little bit of German, a little bit of the moon, a little bit of the Hebrew ways, add a few of the religions. A lesion, a leak, a cut. Why was it cut? Why do we need to remember it? Why is it there? So instead of asking all these questions, when it comes to your head naturally and logically, and you use it rationally, when you take it rationally, use it logically, and put it to work and understand it that way, try to see within it, is there any sense that is being made from it? So I'm going to stop joking around. And so we see in the creation of ABC what happens. In A, it just continues. In A creating B, and in A, B creating C. So this is what we have, ABC. Now there's also formation, right? Because the formation over here is there's a void. So usually in a void, they usually make a circle with a line through it. I can call it Q if you want. Is there a cat outside? Is there a cat outside? No. Okay. Outside. Outside. Look at that. It exists and outside. Okay. So we see what happens with ABC. And then we got the Fed right over here. DEF. You see the DF, when it's created, okay, we encompass the 5, the E. We got the Fed, like the federal. The federal. I'm not going to get into that part. We're going to use 7, 8, and 9 right now. So once we finish at C, creating F, we encompass DE, which is the 4th and the 5th letter. These numbers have their own reality. I can go through it. I mean, it just never stops. I like to call this a French word that means this. This is the 15th letter and the 6th letter. Well, let's call it the 06 letter. So it's 66. So it's 666. And in this 666, okay, maybe it's the 06 instead of just 66, because there's a, in the 66, right, we could be talking about number 6 here and number 6 here. And then it does this again, the gematria thing. And then there's another 6 here. And then there's a, if I put this one here, I'm no longer going to need this one here. We only can work between here and here and here. You see, once I put this, I have the underworld and I have the overworld over here. Let's call this one Mars. Let's call this one Earth. Let's call this one Mars. You tell me what's over the rainbow. I got a phone call to take, so just give me a minute. I'll be back in a second. Hey, what's up? Good morning. Yeah, okay, I can give you time. Come on. I'll speak to you after. Okay, okay, bye. Yeah, sorry about that. I really, really am. It happens. So we're gonna get back to this ABC because it's all ABC. It's just crazy. Oh my God. Thank you for the alphabet. Thank you for the alphabet. How do you hide anything anymore? How do you hide anything? Don't let them play with the dice cube. I played with a dice cube. I found this information. I took out a book on the. I took out. The answers. Space. Astrology. You don't need the truth. You just need the word. Because within the word speaks its own truth, other than the association of the words creating the story that is the untruth. The calendar of the galactic. You cannot hide what was given to us inside of our genetics. Our genetics have the codes of creation. What are the questions and the equations that we must research through what we were given and understanding in ABC on all the levels of ABC and reptilian light? Because without reptilianing them, you cannot see the whole picture. A, AB, ABC, horizontal and vertical, northeast to northwest, southeast to southwest. Why not say east-north to east-south? Why not say west-north to west-south? But they do speak like that somewhere in the world, and there's a reason for it. And the water also turns the other way, and there's a reason for that. Understand the logical and rational reality of it, and you will understand a little bit deeper. My quest is your quest. The quest is the unanswered questions that anybody can answer and that is not in books presently, other than somebody trying to explain themselves from how they perceive it without giving you all the diagnostics as to how you built the equation, how the equation was built, that you should see where a letter comes from, that you should know that when this letter is in the word, that the story it shall tell, and for the position in the word and how many letters are in that word. I see you. You is a double-faced word because it's Y equaling to earth and Q, which is the gateway, the letter Y. It'll create the altered F, in which once you get to the cherry seventh gate, when you have F as in laugh, you have achieved the seventh gate, G8, 7 into G8. What is G5? It's the moon. 1 goes through 5, equaling to 6, 15, and 8. 3 by 5, 3 plus 5. It is part of building a pie. So in the word yo, the second letter is the O letter. 25th letter and 15th letter. 15th letter is Mars, 25th letter is Earth. And then they have U. In U, that is taking A and B and putting it first. In 25 is 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals 3 and 2, 5, only holding on to the 2 because inside the 5 is the 1 and it shows its polarity, holding on to the 1. Inside 15, 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals to 325. Now we're holding on to the 1 and bringing the equation closer together, understanding where 1, 2 on the dice, okay, took 1/4 turn to make 1, 5. And then we turn it back to 1, 2, and then we take it, and, okay, we take it, and see we have 1, 2, 1, 2, and we can go 1/4 turn, 1, 5. But, okay, we have 1, 2, 1/4 turn. We don't have 2 connecting to 5. 2 and 5 are completely on the other side. So when we go 2, 5, the polarity is between 1 and 6. A and F, which was created from 1 and 2. 1 and 2 equals to 3. A, B, C equals to F. So there's no, in A and A, it's its own circle. In A and B, it becomes in A and B equaling to C becomes a triangle. In A, B, C, D, it becomes a square. So C becomes 3, D becomes 4. Although D shows you only one side, so now I have to alter my understanding of C and D. And, whoop, I think I hear a cat. Oh, the cat's in the other room. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I told you to come out before. I didn't remember. I thought you were outside. I heard you were talking. Okay. Okay, I don't want to make it too confusing, so I'm going to put this back down on paper. And I just want to show you that, you see, D is noted to be like this. And this is 180. So then, is it C that goes around D? Is that what's going on? Or is D here and this is C? Because if that was C and I turned it sideways, I just put it over here and call it A. So the first part, okay, is right over here. That's your D. And how can we do this? What do we do for the legs down here? How do we connect them? I don't know. I'm just thinking of something. Let's not talk about that. But D talks about 180. And then if we had double D, would that be 180? But there's still no form. So what if we created D, 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 and D? Now we're okay. Now we got 360. But it took 4 times 90 equaling to 360 instead of, here is what we have is, can I call it 720, 720. Here I have this, but there's something wrong with this because these are the 90s. These are the 90s. Each one of these is 360. Each one of these is supposed to be 360. 120, 120, 120, 120. Inside of here is 360. You follow why? 3, 3, 3, 3. When you got 3, it's 3 times 120 equals to 360. Here you have 4 corners. So that's 4 times 90 equals to 360. So this is the way I want to connect this. Because if you take a look, right, we're going to see if I can get this done here. If you take a look, I have a square on the outside. Okay. I have a square on the outside. As well as I have the square on the inside. So this is why I'm very technical, or I try to be, to understand what is going on. Where is that 4 and 3? What is that polarity? Can I get this in 3D? Anyways, let's go back just a little crack over here. I want to go back to what I did over here, if you remember, because I do not. Okay. Oh, yes. I was talking the beginning and the end. The outside, like the outside of the brick would be 1 and 10, let's say. Okay. So the outsides is 1 and 10. When they do a countdown, they go 10, 9, 8, all the way to, because your first second is to here. Please, come on, come on. Your first second is to here. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. So it's to 0 where it's 10th, right? 10 seconds. 10 seconds to countdown. So you stop on 1. Blast off. So anyways, everything is between 2 and 9. This, when this comes in, this goes out. All zeros equal to 6. So this must count for 6 numbers. Does it count for the next 6 numbers? 10 equals to what? Right? 10 equals to, add 6 to it, equals to 16. So you're going to play between 2 and 5. Those are going to be your numbers. So you're going to be playing 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 2, 3, 4. Because the opposite of the polarity of the 2 is the 5. So you're just going to go 2, 3, 4. Inside of this, your vibration. We just go with these numbers here. And the center of all these numbers here, okay, are right over here. I can't concentrate. You're going to walk on my keyboard. Stop it. Please, please. I have to do something with my keyboard here because that's my protection. She can go anywhere she wants. But if she walks on this and stops everything, then it's not good for me. And plus, I lose my concentration. So the center of your numbers of creation are right here. I don't like to prove anything other than to say and relate. I like to have relationships. 2, 3, 4, apparently. 4, 3, 2 is the vibration or the hertz. I hope I use the right word sometimes. Sometimes I do not. If 4, 3, 2 is the hertz, doesn't matter if I put a little 0 at the end. Is that okay? Just leave it with the 0. If that is, then 7, 8, 9 is the polarity. 7, 8, 9 is that polarity. I'm just trying to think what the diameter of the Earth is. I don't remember, but it's okay. I don't have it with me right now, the piece of that I'd like to show you that goes with this. Okay, yes, sorry about that. Okay, so this scenario over here, okay, will bring you to 5, 6, 8. I'm just trying to figure something out. So we do know down here that this is going to be 11, 11, 11. 121, which is your 55 Liberty Pass, and then 13, 31. Is that what it is? 11 times 11 times 11 equals to 1331, in which would be the half-life, 161, because I bring these two together. If I do not bring them together and I add these two together, please note that by doing this, I'm not sure if you can see the geometric, what it does to your eyes, but if you notice, it spreads out. It spreads out from one joint right over here between the two, showing this. What does 4 do? What does 3 do? When it's 3, okay, you have the in-between area center here. And when you pass a line, it'll create an X. But when you have an even amount, it will create a point in between. When it creates the point in between, count that as Mars count Mars as 4. When it creates the X in between, count that as Earth. Mark that as 3. Mark Mars as 4. Mark Mars as 8. Because if there's 2 worlds, we now have 2 cubes. So Mars is, sorry, if Venus is 2, then Venus is now Mars. But now when we get to the gateway and duplicate everything, what was 4 is now 8. What was 3 is now 6. And I don't have to prove anything, because the greatest people in the world who created the casinos, who brought these dice cubes in, will mathematically show you that if they can show you 4 and 4, then they can just take these 2 cubes and somehow get 3 and 3 magically. 1221. If you can get 6 and you can get 2, then magically you can get Mars 51. When you get Mars 51, you are also getting Pluto. Pluto arrives. The reason that Pluto arrives is Pluto is number 84. It is the Holy Ghost, and what you see in these numbers is the Holy Ghost. Because if you look here, there are 9 areas to a square, where the 5 dots, this is not the 5 number, this is 5 dots. Right? Yo come 11. They don't call out the numbers, they call out the dots. So you have 17931 because the 5 is in the center. So you're missing 2468. On the 5, you're missing 2468. 5 dot 4 void. 4 equals 2. 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 equals to a total of 2 plus 4, 6, and 8 equals to 6 equals to 14. You have a total of 20. So 4 equals to 20. Or 20 divided by 4 equals to 5, the 5 dot value. 2468, the split of the house gate. And it's also a perfect number in its house. 2 times 4, 8. 2 plus 4, 6. Look what it does. It creates beautiful. And it also creates 1010, the cycle of DC creation, Israel and Zion. This 20 will be number 26, which will be 12 and 8, which will be 38, creation of the heavens. Remember, there's so many things going on. When you see the word quarter, when you see 50, like in the darts, like it's red, like it's bull. Well, when you see 50 and you see this letter, L, which is the 12th letter, you must understand that, oh, the 15th letter is involved. When you see this, you'll see number 3, and you'll also understand number 6, because we have to have a conversion for the cube or the cards. We have to also understand when 12 or 15 shows up. When 12 shows up, you have gone from 1 to 9 equal, okay, you have gone from 1 to 9, and now you have converted 4 to 12. And then you convert, and you go to 15. These are the conversions. Come on. Come on, this is my conversion. Come on, come on. Come on, I love you, yes. There you go. Too much loving, eh? Da, 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 too much loving. Da, 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 too much loving, eh? Hey, too much loving? What do you think, my little owl? What do you think, my little owl, eh? Cuckoo, eh? Okay. So, where are we right now? Where are we right now? Where are we right now? Okay, where did I go? Just give me back. We got 1331. We had 161 in the half-life. We spoke about the points, 2 to 5 and curd. Okay, we were talking about, see, I'm going to have, oh yes, the voids. So I had the 5 and 1 void over here. There's 8 area voids. So if there's 8 area voids, 8 void, and the voids are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are my voids. So this equals to 6, this equals to 10, this equals to 24. The total is 24, 34, 40. That's the total, 40. And the way to get the 40 is 5 times, no, this is not the way to get the 40. How did I get the 40 last time? There's a calculation that brings you to 40. Oh, yes, check it out. 64 equals 24 and 10 equals to 34. This also will go to 40. DC will go to 40. Mars gets to 40. Earth-Mars mix, because the third 17 equals 51 Mars. They mix. And they mix because there's a 0 in here. You must add 6. Must add 6. But I'm not sure if I know one thing. I'm not sure, like when I get into the 80s, anything to do with the 80s, I'm not sure if I should be adding 6, right? But it doesn't matter, because once you get into the 80s, right, there's only 81. After 81, it disappears. Because after 81, which equals to 9, 82 will, okay, 82 equals 1. So 89 equals to 8. So you have inverted the 1 cube once you've reached the 80s. And the explanation of the 80s in French is 4 times 20. They're not talking about numbers. Nothing goes, as far as I'm concerned, it's ABC and that's it. It's Jackson 5 and that's it, because here is where the sun is. This is where the sun is. 84 from Pluto. The word sun is 48. To B, okay, and to S, BS, 2 and 19. You see, 1 and 2 creates 3, which creates 13. 13 will recreate 91 or 19, and a cat that's pushed my... Let me go get my calculator. Is that my calculator? Oh, no, sorry. Oh, there it is. There it is. Have to watch out, eh? Gotta watch out for that crap, eh? My cat seems to make some nice lunch. Look at that, eh? Hard like a rock. Hey, how you doing there, kid? How you doing, eh? How you doing? You like me? Are you my friend? Oh, there's stuff in your nose. Hold on a second. I think there's stuff in your nose. Can I get the stuff out of your nose? Can I take the stuff out of your nose? Hold on. Yeah. Can I take, where do you get that stuff from? She like keeps breathing. I mean, it's almost like magnetic. You can see right up in her nose, like right in there, like right there. You want to take that out? Let me take that out. Look, see that? I want to see if that's magnetic. I'm going to go get a magnet. Just give me back a second. No, just schmutz. That's all it is. I'm going to get a drink. I'm going into the kitchen. I'm going to get a drink. I won't lose what I'm on because I'm really on it. And yeah, this is just too much fun. There's just so much to do. The letters, vowels. What happens to number 1? What happened to number 1? 1 leapfrogs. I'm going to get back into this in a second. I'm going to get a drink. See, 1 is down here. It's between 2 worlds. See, 1 has no box. 1 has a partial life over here. I connect 1 with 5 and then over to 9. So you have your pyramid. You see, every pyramid is going to be on an angle, on a slanted angle. I can do it this way, but it's still going to be an angle. The same way as all the designs, right? See, this is the true way to create a Star of David. creates a box in between. The way we're doing it, you can't see the box in between. You can't see the trueness. Okay. You have a few pumpkin seeds a friend of mine made. Yummy, yummy. Very good cook. Pink Floyd. Why does music groups rock and roll? A rock rolls, a rock crumbles into stones. So now you have the stoner music. Crumbles and stones. Why do all these things fit together? Is it just me? No, it can't be. I need a few more. Oh my God, my cat likes them. Okay, 1 second. Okay, how is everybody? Boy, oh boy, the circuitry of numbers, eh? So this here design, what happens is when you put it over here, it creates 246820 and 137920. So it's 2020. And inside is the 5 connector. Where does it go? What does it do? Well, when 1 and 1 come together, there are 2 worlds coming together, 1 and 1. And it could be the inverted worlds, right? Or the opening and closing. Leave one, come into the other. Okay, I don't want to get into that. I did this design. Now that I did that design, I inverted this design, and that's where I came up with that design. In this design, if I was to connect all of these together, wow, where should I go with this? Hold on a second. In this design, Earth can be created because it has 4 different worlds of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 120. The total is 480. This tells me that Pluto is out there. This will tell me that there's going to be a separation between day and night because of the conversion of this. Okay, this will be a BC creation. Okay, where A has left the building. A is coming into a new world, and A is going to appear here. This is where A appears. This is where Mars comes in, the E world. Mars, all about Mars. This is talking about number 12 when we move into the purple world. The bottom of the rainbow is purple. It's made up of the red pill and the blue pill. Both the truth and the lies are inside of this over here. But all the answers as well are inside of here. And by knowing the difference between the truth or a lie is where everything lies. But there are two of these worlds created. There was the grave world, and there was the Agu world. Agu is the underground and the plumbing. The other part of it is the electricity and energy. Different types of flow of energy. And the reasons I'm telling you this is because I'm doing word analogy from my own basic logic, rationality, and understanding. So you can tell me different. But I will tell you where I got these words from. In French, there's a French, they use an accent. And when they use the accent, they call it either this name or this name, aigu, et grave. Now, I don't even know which way they go anymore. I'm not sure if I put it in the right direction, but I'm pretty much close because they are both of them. I'm just not sure if the words change. Okay, so this will be the Earth design. And the reason for it is because Earth gets this 9 box over here. Mars gets a single line. So right away, I know Mars will run either this way, which is the 1-9 spirit created by man, or this way, which is creation of the gateway. One other question could be, is can these lines stay here and this shift down? But I'm not going to answer that yet because I have my own questions. So what happens is when you create this, I get one area, one area, one area, one area, and one area. Where is my starting pole? What is the value of this area here and this area here? The reasons for this is because when we took mathematics in school, they taught us about this. And this was a minus minus, this was a plus minus, this was a plus minus, this is a plus plus. So should we live in this world like this? Or are we living in the polarity world like this? This is a total plus, this is a total minus. These two are both, depending how up and how far out you go. Apparently, we live over here at marker number 225, 216, 234. That's the marker we live. When we die, it gets cut into the tie, and we lose one side of that tie. What is this? Well, every line is a skeleton of a complete area space. All these lines will create what is the individual area space. The converted numbers to this is 684. Let's put 684.0. This is the second. This one is 675. It is the moon. It is DC current. Okay. It is the one die that is moving. Why is it this? Why did I do all of this? This represents 75%. 75 represents, 3/4 represents DC because they use 3/4. When they use 3/4 and you put 3 and 4 together, it's also a relevancy of this, 1.33. Three divided by 4, 4 divided by 3, 1.33. 3 divided by 4 equals 0.75. So these are their polarities. 1.33 minus 0.75 equals to 0.58. I don't have the answer for that yet, but that's when the 8 void, okay, is assisted by the 1 playing inside the 5. When the 1 plays inside the 5, there are 4 in the corners. There is only a 4 void inside of it, of 8. So it's talking about its polarity, because do not forget that when 1 comes inside the 5, 1 goes inside the 4, the 1 dot that is now surviving inside the 4. So when it comes in its first life, it was a natural 8. But you do know the point of the pyramid is 3 sections, and the invert, okay, are the other 3 sections, 4, 5, and 6, to what was 1, 2, and 3. I want to go on to this, which I spoke a few minutes ago. What happens with this is we have A, B, C, dot, 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 all the way to I. Then you have D, okay, D, E, F, dot, 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 all the way to L. This is 9. This is 12, okay. You have 1 plus 8, A1 plus H8 equals I9. Here, okay, you have D4, okay, plus L12 equals 16P. So we're under JP right now. This is our first half. We move into the second half, okay, and also what I want to say is that there are 9 digits. There are 9 digits, and here there are 9 digits. Now we're going to reflect. Then we're going to go to the center digit, G, H, I, dot, 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 dot. The letter is O, 15. So you're going to go from G7, okay, to 15, O. That's why it looks like 150, okay, equals to 22V. So your alphabet is still intact. Now we finish our first 3 primaries, raising up a level. And after we finish our first 3 primaries, why I believe, and one of the things that's going on in the roulette board is there's 4 sections of 3. Right in the roulette board, it shows you that 4 and 3 work together. And remember, when you have 4 and 3 work together, when you start drawing your lines on an angle, it tells you a story. Here it's just draw it between the 3. If I draw it at the end of 3, I will cut off the 2, I will pass the 3, and I will hit the 6. If I do it right here on this, if I did it from the center of 2 over to 6, I miss everything because I'm in between this area. But if I bring it from the corner of 2 to the corner of 3, okay, I end up to the corner of 6. So check this angle out, how it works. I take it and I just, whoosh, how it cuts everything. Anyways, I don't want to get into that. That's something else. So now the polarity comes in. And where's the polarity? J, K, L. And when did that polarity start? We saw it start right here. Oop, equals 9I. Why did I put J? But there's something in this. Why did I put J, JPV? 1 plus 8 equals 9. Why did I put 8? It's supposed to be 9. Why did I write that? Well, I don't know why I put that. Because A is 1 and 8. Okay, 9, which equals to 9I, equaling to 10J. Now we did JKL, so you notice we finished here with J, and now we're starting here with J, and this is the fourth row, so it takes over. So it goes JKL all the way to R18. It's ILOR. ILOR. Now the beginning of the end of the cycles, here's first cycle, second cycle, third cycle. Now this one goes away. Now this becomes the first cycle. We go 4 through 18. If you go 4 through 18, you get a total of 165, if I remember. 4 through 18. Take away 22, you get 133. If you don't count one of them, 161 and 147. And what I'm doing here is I don't want to count both the beginning and the end. I want to count either E all the way to R, or I want to count D all the way to Q. I don't want to count the whole thing. I want to be, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to go EQ. Okay, so we have the understanding for the first 18 numbers. We've created the first the first 9 numbers, then we move 3. Then we create the next 9 numbers, removing ABC. When ABC is removed, we bring them into what is JKL, replacing ABC with JKL. But we're still not in between, and we still haven't averaged things out. So now we're going to go up another level. So we now skip the DEF level, okay, which is noted as 13, 14, and 15, which is still in the first world. And we are going to work on to what is 16, 17, and 18. And why I put this is because when we leave this out, it's going to be replaced with this. Replace on the next level. See, primary creation is replacing secondary creation on the next level through JKL. And all these letters move up. B is in D, BA is in E. F is part of ABC. G is ABC plus A. H is DD. So anyways, let's just stop. So 13, 14, 15 will replace, okay, DEF in the next level. So that's why you count when you see 13, 14, 15, that's why we're counting to 15. When you see JKL, that's why we're counting to 12. So now we have the standard cycle by the first row of 9, the second row of 9, the third row of 9. So there were 3 times 9 equals to 27, correct? 3 times 9 equals to 27. But the minute I moved to this one, there were no longer, okay, I'm using 3 times 9, but I'm using a different 3 times 9. When I come into this area here, there's 9 numbers here. When I go to the second one, okay, of 9 numbers, I eliminate the first 3 numbers. So in these 9 numbers, 9 numbers, sorry, not 9 numbers, okay, D through I duplicate. D through I duplicate. Are you following me? When I jump from counting 1 through 9, I move over counting D all the way to L. When I count D to L, I will duplicate D to I. Now, in the French, in language, Sunday is said dimanche, where Saturday is said samedi. So when you say Saturday, Sunday, you are actually saying sam dimanche. So it's so die. Is it saying the cube? It says the same meaning. The same time, this is saying rotation, and this is saying the cube. And manche is an inning, but they're talking about man. And CH and E, manche, creation, heaven, electronic, like it's a combination that sticks together. 3 and 8, creating the E world energy. This is the first world, connecting heavens. This is man connecting to the 28th cycle. MAS is from the Christ. This will create rotation. This is 4 and 9, creation at the gateway, 7 times 7, 49. And it's talking about the quarter world because I got it by a multiplication. I didn't count it by the 4 worlds. Otherwise, it would be the heavens. And 4 times 20 creates that because of what the French say. Okay, 1 second. I've got so many things here I can't put my hands down. What happened to the phone? I had to see something. You know what's funny? My son has a black cat. My son has a black cat and just shaved it. And that's the color of the black cat, gray. See black? Black. The cat is gray. Go figure that out. Okay. Where were we? Yeah, so we moved over to JKL, and we have to look on our telephone where all these are located. Remember, we start from the B world because, like I said, we start the 2, 3, 4 our vibration. Here's the in-between world. Here comes the sun. This part is where here comes the sun. This is where pi takes place, and it's 3, 2, 3. So we can divide this right here. And if we had something up here, I'd like to call it Mars world. Mars world plateaus. So maybe I shouldn't have chopped it all up this way because these 3 should go together and these 3 should go together. But this, I'm going to draw a straight line. A straight line over here. And the reason I'm not drawing a line here is because these 2 are divided. You notice 1, 2. So there's one area in this, one area in this. So when 7, 8, 9 comes in, it will play with 4, 5, 6. When 7, 8, 9 comes in, 4 and 2 equals to the 6. 4 and 3 equals to the 7. 4, 2, 3 equals to the 9. There is no 8. 9 and 8 equals to 17. 1 plus 7 equals to 8. Boom. 17 will now connect to the 1 on the outside. 9 and 7 is 16. Now we'll connect to the 6 and 1 on the outside. So first we connected 7, 1 on the outside. Now we connect 6, 1 on the outside. Because 10 is not inside the game. We connect it this way. 1 is on the outside of the game. It doesn't play inside the game. It's from somewhere else. So we did this. I want to finish with this, okay? So we've eliminated ABC by adding on JKL. So I get I eliminate ABC, I add on JKL. Then I eliminate DEF, and I add on MNO. And now I get rid of DEF, and I add it on O. You can see right over here all the way to O. That's where it goes. So everything will end over here because it's sections of 9, although I ended, okay, at this over here, okay, J goes all the way to 18. So this is my first 18 numbers. So let me see what's going to happen again. And remember, 1, 2, 3, this is my 4th row, 3, and then the polarity to everything ends on R. Let's see what happens with M and O. Okay, this is the 13th letter over here. M and O, you're going to count all the way to V22. Did I get that right? Add 3, add 3. No, isn't it 21? I think I made a mistake. Hold on. 15 and 7, 22. 4 and 12, 7 and 15, 22. 10 and 18. This one will get you to number 28. When you reach here, you reach the cycle of the moon. When you get Raish, when you get Venus created through Jupiter in creation of the E world, okay, ABCD is inside of JKL. Of J. ABCD added all fits into J. So what happens to M through V? M through V. V being 22. This would be a total of 35. Please note that 35 is 1 1/8. Please note 35 is 1 1/8. So you're including Venus inside this area over here. 28 grams to man. Man runs cycle of the moon, 28. But this is also 10 times the center of a cube. This is polarity. This is the alpha omega number 35. 10 times the center of the cube, 35. What is the other thing about 35 besides in roulette, the payout, 35 plus 1? What is 35? Why 10 of them? 35. So we have 28 grams. 35. Okay, so this is 4 by 7. This is 5 by 7. Okay, so we reach the moon. This is 4 by 7. This is 5 by 7. I can't look of what is 1 ounce, but other than what I attract. So here is 45 is the pass to the sun. 77 is the Christ. 75 is the moon. 74 is energy, egg, Jesus on the cross, time. The multiplications will tell us about the birth and about creation of 99 IR, the creation, number 36. 7 times 7, 7 plus 7. And when that is fabricated, when 36 is fabricated, 36 comes from this world. The gateway is between CB and CD. And when it connects, D and C connect, it goes all the way around to the birth. And then when it's born over here to the 10 world of ABCD, standard death, we get C connects all the way up to G, which is the gateway, when F comes down and connects over to D. So we have the polarity connecting to the gateway, but they all must pass through number 5. So everything gets converted. Instead of any of these participating, E takes over, and E becomes A, and you get A, B, C, D, E. So forget about I and E, EI, it's what's in the O. It's the EI, EIO, not AI. It's all AI, but it's A transferred into E and E going EI. O is a support by A, B, C, D, which is included in I because of its dot. Dot equaling to 10. So what we're going to do is we're going to work with 6, 7, and 8, 7, 7, 7, 21. 7 and 8 is also the exchange of the gematria pyramid. So when you're playing these three, how do they partake? Well, G and F come together, 7 and 6, inside the 7th gate, equaling to 13. So what was once 6 and 1 equaling to 7 is now taken over on the other side of the world and is converted. So it was what was once 1 and 6, what was once 1 and 6, just cutting the corner of 5, okay, has converted to the other side. And when you convert to the other side of 9, look what happens. You cut right through 5. You see, I need to take the bottom of the number, right? So let me create this so you can actually see what's happening. Let's see if I can get this done right. We have 1 here. We have 1 here. We have 1 here. We have 1 here. And 1 here. And 1 here. So if I want to connect, okay, this, okay, here, 1 to 6, I want to encompass 1 to 6. So here's how I encompass 1 to 6. So I'm going to use part of the 5 down here and part of the 3. Did I get that right? Yes. I must use part of the 5 and I must use part of the 3 in order to get here. Now, if I go down the center, and that's the way. That's the way. Is that the way it's done? Let me see. Let me take out this. I mean, there's a few ways to look at it. Should I have run from this corner over to this corner or this corner? So I'm just running it this way. So by running this, okay, you can already see what has happened. Can you see what happened? We created a hexagon inside this creation, dragging 1 over to 6. Well, in this one, it's 7 over to 6 if you want. Now, if I want to draw 4 over to 3, right, here's my number 4. And I'm going to have to draw 4. Wait a second. Let me. I can't use this. Wow. I'm okay. Let me look at the calculator. I went 7 to 6. Now I'm going 4 to 3. Okay, so I'm going to draw 4 over to 3, and then I'm going to come on the top side and draw it here. So look at that, those fine lines of separation. What is... Okay, let me do this different. I'm going to do dots. I don't like all the lines in there. So I can also draw it this way, right? I can also draw it this way if I want. So what I actually did is, you see, here's the center and here's the center. This is 7 and 6, but on the phone it's 1 and 6. I didn't want to do it that way, you know, upside down here, upside down here. The phone's the other way, so sometimes I get mixed up. So here it's 7 and 6, 13. The upper part, and the lower part is here. So by creating the two together, that's what I get. 7, 6, 13 with 4, 3, and I create that box. What it's supposed to do, I don't know, but that's the reality. And what is left out? What is left out? And how much area space did it take for me to create this box? It's almost like Maybe we should go right all the way through the box to the other side of the box. What is going on to the rest of these images? Should I stroke a mark down here and here? Should I go 7-2 and 8-3? 9-11? Should I go? Should I do that? I'm asking myself the question, what is actually going on here? And this is only because of what they have given us, the magic they have given us. How you doing, Robin? How you doing? The bird is the word. The bird is the word. The bird in the hand. The bird in the hand, right? The bird in the hand. The egg. The bird. The egg. The egg is gold. The egg is gold. The bird. The egg. The egg is time. The egg is Jesus. The egg. Oh my God. Yes. I'm going to get something to drink in the fridge. I'm going to come back. I'm going to see if I can get onto the same realm. I'm starting to lose my steam. The steam engine is not coming in as fast as it was before. And just give me a second. I'm going to look at my messages. I had a few things to do today. I like to spend all my time here. When I really get the urge, when I really can see it, I want to come out in purity and write it. It's not that I want to waste anybody else's time. This is a thing that takes forever. If I can stay home and do this forever, I don't know if it would be good for my brain. I need to do the best. I need to have the best reception. Best reception. Best reception. You got to change it up. You got to mix up your mind. You know, when your mind comes compressed, you got to decompress and throw it in the air and act really silly like a goose to forget all the crunching of the numbers and defragment and leave a little bit of air and space to breathe within the... You know, I'm going to come back and I have a question for everybody, whoever's here. I have one question. Give me 2 letters. Give me 2 letters that tell me there's nothing up here. But it doesn't have to be up here. Just give me 2 letters that say there's nothing there. 2 letters that say there's nothing there. And then 3 letters that explain creation. Oh, you know what? I can do this now. I can't believe it. I can do this now. I got a heat gun. Okay, so give me a minute. And I'm going to have some toast. Just give me 1 second here. Okay. I have toast, so I'm going to be walking away. I will be taking 5 minutes. So we saw what the box, where the box was created from. Are there any other images in here? Of course there are. There's always, but there's also the other way, right? If I would go the other way, go this way, right? I went 7-6. So if I would go 9-4, right? The edge of the box of 9 starts over here. The edge of the box of 4 is over here. So if I wanted to go 9, 4, let me see. 9, 4, where's the edge of that box? Here and here. So it goes, so I really can't do it. You see, let me do it again. Here's here, 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 here's a box. That's your, let me see. That's the box 4. And then box 9 starts over here. So I reach that corner and I reach that corner. And that's box 9 and box 4. This is the box in between, the direct connect in the center. Don't forget the center connects. When you're drawing these lines, you're cutting other boxes in half. Should I have cut this box in half? I sure did. Take a look. I just cut 2/3 off the box. I cut 2/3 off of a box over here by creating this. See, this here box, okay, has been cut off right here. And I also cut off box number 2 or box number 8 in order to get here. So we have to understand what's going on in these boxes. We also have to understand that the numbers are now going through this way. You know, although I drew my pen this way, this is going this way, and you can see the way it goes all the way down. So how many of these will there be? And are there other kinds? Are there any others of its kind? So maybe we can draw one. Let's get, let's see, did we finish this one? So this one is going to be 9, 4, okay? And then we're going to go with, since we went 9, 4, we're going to go 6, 1. So now 6 is over here. Here's the 4 dots of 6, right? Did I draw all the dots? Yeah, so here's the 4 dots. Why are these close here? There's something wrong in here, is there? Here's my 4 dot corner. Here's my 4 dot. Okay, because I didn't mark how many total area space dots did it take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It took 49 dots, in which this box needs 2, 4, 6, 8. How many total dots were used on this box? 1. Oh my God. You can't really see other than what I used as dots. But we can mark a center over here. And what's funny, X marks the spot to this center. I can mark a spot center here, but X marks the spot on this center by bringing the top line in. But I couldn't cover this one. You can't do both. So can I draw a line straight up like this in the box and one over here? I don't know. Can I draw a line straight down here in the box? So by drawing a straight line down, it's a blocker, showing me an 8, showing me an 8. So what is this showing me by passing through? I don't really know. I'm still staring at it, but I'm going to leave it alone. This one over here, let me put my mic down and finish the design. So the outside of 1, the outside of 6, the outside of 6 over here, okay, the outside of 6 over here. Where is it? Okay, it should have been here. Should have been here. Mistake. So when I spoke before about the French accent, accent aigu, accent grave, and Venus, so this would be more or less the Venus effect, to where this one is here, and this one, this is, let me see, this one is this way, and then here's Venus going this way. See, I can put one here, one, where's my center here? Is it over here? Because I don't have all my my points. Here's number 1. Here's number 1. Here's the 4 corners of 1. And here's the 4 corners of 1. Here's the 4 corners of 9. Just trying to, why is it like that? Here's the corner of that. And then let me see the corner here. Did I do this right? Here's this. Here's this. Here's this. Here's this. Here's this. Here's this. Here's this, this, and this, and this. No, there's a mistake here. I sort of worked on 12. That's why I came out to this box, because I got 12 here. I went up to the wrong corner. Let's see, this was, no, I went up to the wrong corner. So if I went up here, that's the corner of 9. That's the corner of 4. No, it was supposed to be here. And it should have been like that. 9 and 4 and 9 and 4. So that there's a mistake over here in this one. So we're going to go to a new page. Completely new. And we're going to do something different. Instead of doing that design, because we see what it does, maybe I can do that design over each other. I'm not sure. Okay, but with less lines. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just create the 4 corners. And don't forget, you remember I said it shifts? So what if I shift with it? What if I built the same thing and shift with it into 12? I'm going to go back. I want to finish with that one more time. There's something I did not finish. I promise myself that I will go back and finish this. And it's right here where I went M through N. You see, we finished at 18, right? First, complete. Second, complete. Third, complete. This is the completion of everything JKL. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a total of 36 numbers, and we only used 18 because we keep overlapping. And ABC got overlapped here. ABC gets overlapped here as the beginning and the end of the A family, A to I. The A family, A to I. The D family, okay, actually the A family, A to I. The D family from D to L. The G family from Go. The J family from JR. The M family from MV. But the MV family, 22nd. Remember, when you come into this family, this is the 18th. This is the 22nd. So you ended in I 9th. You began in A 1st. You ended in C 3rd. You've now converted to where 3 ended here from the first cycle of the new beginning to the first cycle of the new beginning to where instead of having 3, you now have 4. Ending. Sorry, where you now had 9 I ending, you now have 22 4 ending. Where you had A1 beginning, you now have M13 beginning. So what was once 1, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, you now have M replacing AM. And also AM is the beginning of the first half of the alphabet. It is the alpha omega. So for counting backwards, we're going to go here, here, and end life at I. We're going to begin at V and end at I. V is for life, also equaling to 1V1 or the Fed or 456 in Roman numerals. So in this section over here, where you get number 35, which will create number 23 and the student, ABC completely is gone. Okay, ABC is completely gone. We're still working. Remember, you always work with 2 before. When you get to the one after, you're always working with 2 before because you're always working with 9. So here, here, and here. So ABC goes away. DEF goes away. So your first 6 creation disappears once you reach this level over here. We need I to disappear. So now we have to go V, W, X, Y is over here. Well, W, we begin at W and we end at 8. We end at 31. We end at 31. But there is no 31. So what will I do for 31? Will I call it D4? You see, W is 5, D is 4. Let me just work on this. Hold on a second. 31. 31. The alphabet is 26. Oh, no, it's E. Sorry, E. So we began on the D world. We end on the E world. 2 plus 3 is 5. This is the 5th letter. Why? Because when we began AB, 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, it equaled to 5. So now we started on it. Now we finish on the E world over here. This is number 31. Although, sorry, this is number 31. Hold on. What is the mistake here? Why is it not 32? And this one's supposed to be 21. Something, hold on a second. Just stop. 15. This is supposed to be 21. Something, this is supposed to be U. This is supposed to be U. And W is supposed to be, this is supposed to be U. Let me fix this up. This is wrong. So this one is U, L-O-R-U, and then this one is 31, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, E31. E31. So what happens is I have to start over the alphabet again and go 5, 4 into the son of creation of the spirit. 23 and 24 equaling to 36. This is where the creation ends. There is no Z. The ending would be E. So if I was to start over again, okay, over here, okay, since I end, I'm just looking, just give me a second. So the next one would start at Z, and then it would be AB. And that's how my end creation reconnects to my beginning creation right over here. So it'd be Z, AB, and it would go all the way to H. That's where this would go over here. All the way to H. And that H, that if I should start my alphabet on H, okay, I will go to number 33. And that's where Jesus comes in rotation. So if I was to re-begin my alphabet at H, so here is the H after I finish the rotation, in which was explained to me by the telephone, by the way, and everything to do with 3s. Okay. And don't forget, we have to understand A, D, G, J, M, W, Z. K, B, E, H, K, N, X, A, L, C, F. And these have to, and you have to do it all the way to the end letter. I'm not really sure what they do, but everything does something. So I'm not going to worry. 369 hertz, key to the universe. 369. You want to see something about 369? Oh, there's so many things about 369. It's unbelievable. First of all, here is the fabrication of what we run. 7 months of 31 days, the seventh gate. 4 months of 4 months of 30 days, and 1 month of Valentine's. 1 and 4 creates the 5. 1 and 7 creates the 8. 7 and 4 creates the 2. These two rows, once this row recreates itself and creates this row, these two rows, 1 and 2 creates 3, 1 and 5 creates 6, 1 and 8 creates 9. 4 and 2 create 6, 4 and 5 create 9, and 4 and 8 create 3. So they're not only creating that way, they're also creating this way. Whoa. Terrible to go fast, I'll tell you that. When my artwork is ugly, I can't get anything done. So when 2468 takes over, okay, you have 1 and 2 over here, and that'll create 3. You have 1 and 5, which will create 6, and you have 1 and 8, which will create 9. Looks like it's a long distance paddle. Then you have 4, and then there's another design for this, but let me look up that one design that I have just to show. Boy. Let me see if I got it here. Oh, here's some of the artwork that goes with Tesla 369. These are obligations. These are all obligations in these designs. Let's see if I can explain this design over here. See, everything connects to the core. Right over here. But this is not part of the Tesla. This is part of the Tesla, but not part of the Tesla. 369 connects to 147. Okay, creating 147 again inside the center. No, I don't want to do it that one. 9 over to 4. I don't want to do that one. Whoop. I'm just trying to see what. Oh, here. Okay, here. This is what happens when I use 369. But I do not, and I use 147. I use 369 and 147. I get a tilt to one side. When I use 369 with 258, I get a tilt to the other side. When I do not use 369, I get a complete division. I don't have the artwork here. It's not here. I get a complete division. I wish I can show you when I take out the 369. Hold on a second. I'll see if I can get this picture open with paint. Okay, so let me take it. So over here. So I'm going to go here. So I'm going to use this one. See 258. 258. So what happens? I wish I had my other piece. Let me go get my other piece that I have because it's already done. Wow, I wish I knew where it was. I'm going to look for one more second. If I don't find it, I'm just going to come back. Wow, I can't believe. Okay, I don't have it, so I'm going to show you. I'm going to recreate one. So I'm not sure if you can see this well enough. Let me go here. So now I'm going to go to 1, to 4, to 7, to here. I'm going to go from 2 to 1 to 7 to here. Okay, so unlike these two designs, if you notice, this whole piece is missing, and it's now got a spread leg open. I do not know what the degrees between this is. Okay, here's your 1 and 8 coming together. Here's your 2 and 7 coming together. Here's your 3 and 6 coming together. Here's your 4 and 5. So I just want to show you that on 6, there are 3 dots missing. 3 and 6 are opposite of each other. Well, I can't even get that camera, eh? Yeah, there you go. So the voided areas 2 and 7 are opposite of each other. So all you're going to get is straight lines. You see the way you get 0 gap and 1 gap? The way you get 1 gap? And you see the way this one is contorted to one side, this one is contorted to one side, and this one without 3, 6, 9, it contorts up that way. I'm not sure. Can you contort it the other way also? See the different ways? You see this one over here now by turning it. Where's the blue one? See the blue one? It's now turned into that one. So this one is north-south, okay? Then this one, I have to turn my camera 3/4 of the way in order to get this image and keep turning my camera, and they all turn into each other. So far, this is what I understand about the Tesla models, because they're telling us more stories. I'm not really sure which stories they're telling us. Let me see if I drag a line this way, make it red. If I drag the line this way, and I drag the line this way, I'm not really sure what I'm doing. No, I don't want to do that. Whoop. Okay, so now there's something else that goes on. There's a cube inside of here. I'm not sure if I got that cube the same way I did the last one. I'm going to try and see if I can find, there's a square, and I don't know where the square is. Okay, just give me a second. Oh, in this one here, when everything is done with 3, 6, and 9, if I got this correctly, let me see if I did this correctly. Here, 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 here. Ah. Okay. Here, here. What's going on? So this is what's whoop, did I get that right? This is what's happening inside of there. Did I get this right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I get that right? Am I doing that right? I got a line here is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I got exactly 9 inside of it. There's a box somewhere. I have to look for it. No, I'm going to have to look for it. I'm going to look for it. Give me a minute. Right? I'm okay. Give me a minute. 3 times 6 is 18 times 9 equals to 90 and 72. We have to look at them. The 90 is the birth. The 72 will represent the rotating red sun, because that's what the words say. But I like to use it as 9 times 6 equals to 50 for the sun. 9 times 3 equals to 27, which is rotation of what Jupiter's creating, because it's Jupiter that creates. Wow. Okay, give me a second. When I get out of the realm, I just don't. There's too many things going on. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? chaos. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. 5, 4, 9, 7, 2, 9, 8, 1, 9. That's without 3, 6, 9. Now, if you take your calculator and you take your calculator and divide 5 divided by 7, okay, or 4 divided by 7, anything but 7. Divide any number by 7, you will always come up with 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2 is on one side. Forget about the 4 for now, because 1, 2 will be the part of the stand. Forget it, okay? It will create the polarity 2, 4. 1, 2 will create the 5. And 7, 8 is the gateway to the 6. So and 7 and 8 is 15. So you're back to the same thing again. Once you cross over 5, 1, 5, 2 is 7. 5, 1, 2 is memory, and that creates the 8. 4, 1, 2 creates the 7. But yeah, okay. Let me look for that picture. I'm sitting here and let me look for that picture. I need to find that picture. Where can I find? Just give me 2 seconds. I know I have it here somewhere. Where are all my pictures? No. Oh, maybe it's there. Open file location. Okay, I'm gonna open this and put it aside for now. I want to show you this. I'm just preparing something. Let me see. No. Videos. No. Let me see. No. I'm looking. Just give me a second. I know I'm going to find it. What if I looked in my paint? No. Just let me look through my paint. Multiply, add number, eggs, win, do not disturb, Tesla, AD. Gematria tree. What is Tesla art? Let me look it up. Hold on a second. Oh my God, just 20 pictures. Hold on. I know. Oh my God, that just keeps popping up on my screen now. Okay, it stopped. Okay, I have one picture that popped up that I'm going to show you. I'm getting a little lost myself. Here's the Gematria gate. First of all, I have to find where my camera is. Where am I? Here? Okay. Okay. So, whoa. Where is 369 in here? There is no 369 in here. This is Gematria gateway. I can change it. We reach number 6 over here. 6 and 6. As 8 connected, they connect. Where is 3? After you get to G, G can convert into 3. So we have 369 right over here as the point of the pyramid, because G can convert to 3. It is part of 3, 3, in fact. 6 is all, this is half. G is half, becomes 3. So this is your pyramid, and it gets plugged in. So you have 7, 6, 5, 4, Jesus, right over here. You only have 3 diamonds, A, B, C, but it's 7, 6, 5, 4 position. Okay, I am totally lost. I went and did this whole alphabet by threes, and I spoke about how we moved over. And 369, absolutely correct, because once we eliminate this row over here, we eliminate 1 through 9. But we can't eliminate everything. By moving up a row of 3, we eliminate the first 3. So now we have a total of 12. But when 12 comes into the picture, 1 and 2 is 3 comes back into the picture. So when you eliminate 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 comes on the tail end. So what is in the center of it? C ends the first row, but D through I continue. Then F finishes the next row. 3 finishes first, 6 finishes second, I finishes third. Once I is finished, L comes back as 3 to finish the next row. And until we get to where is 22, okay, you see here is L over here. Then you go another 3, L, M, and O. And that's 15. And then after this, L, M, N, O, whoop, you see there's a whole big mistake inside here because I jumped from U to W. This is wrong. Let me do that on another page. I will continue. Yeah, I'm all over the place, but I'm doing this all for me. We have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I equaling to J. Then we have D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L equaling to 16, 10, 16p. Then we have G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, O equaling to, you see, I should have put A plus J equals to 10, 16 plus D equals to P, G plus O equals to V 22. Go in Monopoly, collect $200 when you pass go. The total in here, adding up 1 to 9, it equals to 45 plus 10. The total of D through L is 78 minus 6 is 72. Is 72 plus 16, 88. That's our way in. I always knew that was the way in. The next row, it goes from G to O, which is 120. 120 less 120 less 21 is 99 plus 22. I'm adding up the end total. And then this is the standard. Now, when you go into the next one, you end up with J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, and 1, 2, and that equals to that equals to 28. 28 is the cycle of the moon. The total to here is 171 less 45, 136. This is your rotation of ABC. ABC, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 6. 1 plus 2 plus 3 down here. And then you can do this equals to 10. So how your ABC converts to 10 is how your ABCD converts to 10. And in this conversion, okay, you can see there's 2, 4, 5 are not inside the conversion. So it comes 2, 4, 5, and then 7, 8, 9. And you started with 1 and you end up with 10. And this is the way it's broken down. And if I break it down any more, we're going to count this with the first one, right? Count this with the first one, 3, 9. This is 24. 6. That's how the conversion of your alphabet works. Everything to do with threes. And remember, I went to the store. I went for the package. In between here, is 3, 6, and 9. Between half and a quarter. $27 and $100. 73 and 83. Just going to leave it at that. This is just the value of this is 43 for tare. It is 38 for Q, and it is 19 for R. 62 and 38, 100. 11. This total is 11, 30, 73. 11, or count this as 1, count this as 1, and count this as 7. The total of a quarter is 9. Well, it should come out to 1, so why would I say that? 7, 8, 8 and 9 is 17, 18, 19, 28. Right, 28. 28. Cycle. Quarter cycles. Quarter cycles. Things that work in quarters. Things that work in halves. Things that work in tens. 10 starts over. Anyways, I'm off the case. I jumped off. Let me get back on here. The next one we go to is R, J. The next one here is we are an M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U equals to 21, 34. This is where DC comes into the cycle. Now I'm messed up my page again. So what I'm going to do is when you add to 20, this value here, I'm going to guess that when you add to here, it's 231. 231 less 78. $153. So this is going to be the sun. One of the reasons is 13 ball in pool and the 5 ball are the same. They're orange. It's going to create a red and a yellow to create the orange. So it's going to ignite 27 and 29, which is birth to the red sun. 14, 1 and 4 will create your DNA. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 creates 4 and 5. Once you ignite 4, you ignite 10. AB is what creates the 5. The only one that's missing is the 4. This is 56, the student. Anyways, I'm not really saying too much. Just note that this goes away when this shows up. This will be your first complete. This is your first cycle. This is what completes the connection to the next cycle. That's the way I want to look at it, because it becomes the polarity of the first one. So we have to go on. So here's your first 3. Now after J, M, you are going to have P, Q, R, ... And you are going to go up to what letter now? 8 and 24th letter. You're going to go to the letter X. S, T, U, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa. UVWX, and there is one code in UVWX. They're all 6s. So where did I go? I'm over here. And this equals to 24 and 16 equals to 40. I went up by 6. 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 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. 6 and 6 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. So although I went up by 6, I created 3. I went up another 6, 6, 6, 6. I went up 6 and I went up 6 here. That's 12. 1 and 2 is 3. So I need 3 of them in order to go 6, 6. The fourth one will be 666, and it means I transferred my beginning to over here. See the in-between space? Give the in-between space 6. So here's your first 6. Only when this happens and this happens can this happen. Only when this happens can these two happen. And once this happens, these 3 6s, these two become your roadway. So when this 6 is over here, here's your dividing gate. Or here's your dividing gate. Or here's your dividing gate. So we run up to this number over here. And when we add up to W, X, Y, Z equals 276. 276 minus 120. 156. That's not possible. Is that possible? 91. Hold on. When you add to U, it's 231. You have to minus 78 equals 153. Now, the 15th letter, A through 15, okay, equals to 120. When you add up to X, oh, sorry, that's 300. It's only YZ missing. Okay, so it's 300. It's 300. So it's 300 minus 78 equals 222. Life is made from here. Do you remember I said 80, 4 times 20, right? When I add up here, it's 222. 888 to the 10 world. I need to bring everything to the perfect one, to the center of all, the mean average to the diameter. Is that what you call it? This times 8 equals 1776. But 2 times 8 equals to 1776. But if I multiply each one of these by this, I will end up with 777, and the voided space in a 2 is 7. This will connect me to the moon and the 13 moons besides that, because the multiplication will connect me to CDC, and the addition will connect me to U. Well, it's ICU because it's in the 2, creates ICU. 27 is, remember that number I keep talking about, 27, the red sun? It's through Venus. She's the only 7 gateway void to the 2 dot. The reason it does this is because 21U plus 340C CDC equals 364, or 13 moons, the number to man, to the cycle of man, number 28. The letters in man, to the division between M and N, to the understanding of numbers. The blockway that brings this in, okay, runs D. Then it runs 4. We're going to run it on this angle. 4, 5, 6. You see this 9 over here? Life. So it gets split over here by the 7th gate. Okay, and we run it here, DEF, the Federation, DEF, 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 H. See, we have FH, we have FI, and we have FJ. We have EH, EI, EI. We have we have FH, FI. We have EH, EI. We have DH, DI. Here we have HF, HE. Here we have IF and IE. This is your small square. If we go into the big square, then we create this, because here's the big square. DHIJ, EHIJ, FHIJ. And then it's HFED, HFED, IFED, JFED. HFED, IFED, JFED. So there's 2 different systems running here. The accent grave and the accent aigu, probably the plumbing and electricity. See that ABC, 1/2 and 1/4? It's 1 and 2 inverted to create 5 and 6. It's 1 and 4, the quarter worlds, that will be inverted to create 63. iRobot. Ad, bada, bada. So we come all the way down to over here where this gets 1776. The next one from this will be the complete invert to the next world. And the complete invert to that, and sorry I had to mess it up over here, we're going to put it down here, is S. And this is the 19th letter. By the way, this is the 16th, the 13th, the 10th, the 7th, the 4th, and the 1st. 1 and 3 equals to 4. 1 and 0 equals to 1. 1 and 6 equals to 7. Now we're only in the first dimension of 9. 9 and 7 equals to the 16. We have to go to 18. We have to complete S, T, U, V, W, X, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, X, Y, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Z, A. Z and A, S to A equals to 20. What is this? Well, since 1 through R equals to 171, and the total alphabet is 351, there's a total of 180 over here. So we're going to go with a total of, this is T over here. This was G over here. This was A over here. G through O is 22, so it's V. J, P, V. I'm just trying to see what they're trying to spell here. I don't have it neat. I should make this neater. I mean, how do you want to see it? So when we come down here, we got 20T, and we have a total of 181. And this is 10 more than 1 through 18. 181 is what we get to when we start the alphabet ending with A. S all the way to A. And this is in between. And what's in between this? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 2, 3, 4 to 6, 7, 8, leaving 5 in between our vibration into creation. Now, if I wanted to start over again onto another 36, I would begin with, I have to go S. Now I would have to go V. And then I would have to go Y. And then I would have to go and another 3. I wouldn't go X, no, V, the 22nd, Y, and then Z. It would be Z, A, B. Is that right? W, X, Y. Then there's Z, A, B. So to restart my next schedule, will start at B and will end at J. And this one will start at V, the 22nd letter. There'll be V, W, X, Y, and Z. There are missing 4 letters, A, B, C, D, inside of this. And then Y will be Z, A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, E, F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, G. And then this one over here, right, 4, 7. It's going to end at 4, 7. And it's going to start at 4, 7. I have to follow the calculator. So I get B, J, K, L, M. Whoa, that's wrong. Something just went wrong. Y, B, J. Oh, yes, from the beginning to the end. I didn't want to do that. Then I got B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. And that equals to 12. This one equals to 29. And this one equals to 26. What is that? I just take the first and last and I put them together. The first and last, I put them together. The first and last, put them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why is this 4 and 4? This is right or wrong? Because this is only number 1 here. This is a 2, and that's a 1. Here it was a 7, a 7. Here it was a 4 and a 4. Did I get that right? Here it's 1 and 9. Here it's 4 and 3. Here it's 7 and 6. Here it's 1 and 9. Here it's 1 and 9. Here it's 4 and 7. 21 and 13. I'm just trying to see there's a formation to this. I'm going to have to do this all over again and understand my numbers, right? Because it's the outside that creates the average in the inside. Like inside of here, the U creates that there's going to be a 20 inside the difference. Here it creates between 21, there's going to be 18 valued inside the difference, irregardless of what the total of this is. So once we start over our next 36, we begin on B. And I'm assuming when we start our next 36, there's a chance we start on C. And when we get into our fourth creation of 36 or 1440, that's when we'll begin on D. But that's only the beginning because everything has to be, I don't know, I'm tired. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm done. That's it. I'm not sure where I went. I was a little flagrant at the end. And when I talk about the alphabet shifting, first of all, this is 369. I think this is 369. I think so. They talk about the alphabet shifting. It's shifting here. And here's the center cube in the center of the alphabet. But I'm cooked. Was there a picture I wanted to show you? No. Just note that it took 3 to get to the top. There were a total of 7, but only took 3 to get to the top. Because once you get to 6, the road is closed at 66. And each one will take up 2 squares. It's funny. I don't understand. Why does one, okay, these are going on this angle. They're all going on the same angle. But what is it? Why does it take up 2 complete squares? Look at that. It takes up a square and a half. So 3 times a square and a half is 4.5, right? I take up this. Hold on a second. I started here and I took up to here. So I took 1 square and 1/2. Then I took 1 square and 1/2, right? 2 squares, 2 squares. 2 squares took up 1, 2, 3.5 letters. 2 squares take up 3.5 letters. There's only 6, remember. So I don't understand. Each one has to take up 2, but they don't. Anyways, okay. ABC creation of the 7th gate. I have to rewrite this all. Okay, gotta go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for putting up with all of my shenanigans. I know I joke around a lot. There's so much going on.